Hi, my name is Sanjay Suri, and you're watching me on Bombay Times Online, along with the cast of Les Misérables, Alexis Manenti and Omar Soumare. I love the film. First, you got to fall in love with the film to feel involved, and when I'd seen the film, and my business partner who brought it from France, we all were on the same page that this film is very relevant, probably a large part of the world, and including India, and the film was like palpable, gritty, stylish, very well enacted. I said this film we would like that the Indian audiences also watch this film. We started with Shoplifters last year, and it was well received. And going forward with Mr. Narayan and my business partners Mihir, we just thought that Les Miserables is absolutely relevant for India and Indian audiences. They're going to enjoy it. Usually there's a perception of foreign film will be very art house or something. This has action. It's got the pace, and so very engaging film. Yeah.
I play a bad cop, corrupt, violent, and racist. And the movie is about how kids can grow up in an area where there is a lot of poverty and violence, but it's also about friends nowadays.
Mon rôle dans le film, donc en fait, je suis le bras droit du maire.
His character is the right hand of the street mayor.
Et en fin de compte, donc qui n'est pas le vrai maire de la ville, mais le maire du quartier.
He's not the real mayor, but the mayor of the area of the street.
Et donc c'est vrai que c'est le genre de profil qu'on rencontre souvent dans les quartiers en France.
And his character, there is a lot of real people like this in this kind of area in the suburbs who are trying to manage the problems of the population, but who are not elected, just part of this population. It was an honor, and I'm very proud to work with him because he's very involved. He goes very quick. He knows what he wants, but he also gives a lot of liberty when we act. We can make different scenes, and there is really a close talking between us before the scene. At the end of the day, he comes to us to ask us how we will do the next scene of the next days. So it was very good, and I learned a lot. It was close to the script, but after he did few shots. The first shots were always like, you do what is in the script, and then he gave us liberty to do what we want, improvisation. So at the editing, he can mix both of it. The first challenge was to be very true to the reality, because we are playing some real stories, so we got to be very how do you say, very careful to don't make lie about what is happening, and also it was very important to don't have this censorship. Who is in French, there is no censorship, but just they can block and say it's a violent movie, so we had to find a way to tell our story without provocation or things like that.
I think the world was always ready, but it's just that the opportunity, it took 92 years, right? 92 years for an Oscar to be given to a foreign film. Yeah. And actually the best of the best are reduced to 5 films nominated. And but it's their award, so you can't really, but I think world cinema has given, personally speaking, has given more to me than just Hollywood or something. So the Indian cinema, world cinema, whether it's Iranian, French, Korean, one has grown up, and it's a window into another world. I've not been to Iran, but I know watching the films. What even Hollywood, when I'd not gone to America, okay, this is what it is. But so from Indian cinema also, of course, you have the mainstream and then the independent art house. You get to know the real culture, country, problems, opportunities, challenges. So I think it's these films for Les Misérables, I can say that you will not leave it at the theater. You will take this film back home with you and you will think about it. You will think about it and you might change your approach toward the younger generation, So that's what it does very beautifully. Yeah.
But it's still a lot of problem in France about immigration and how also the ex-colony and the people from the ex-colony are living there. But it's also an urbanistic problem because they don't live in the city, they are in the suburbs and they don't have, transport to go there. They don't have the same chance, the same school, the same culture opportunities. So there's a lot of stuff to move and to change. So that's why this movie is very important. The title, the part of the book of Victor Hugo, Les Misérables, is taking place in this area where we shoot the movie. So it's telling that more than 2 centuries after the book, it's still the same poverty, it's difference. And also it's a very famous French novel, so the movie is talking about France. So it was important to say that we are not talking about people from the immigration or but we are talking about French people, French citizens. We are very proud, and we didn't expect at all of this what happened. And for all the people who lives in these suburbs or who suffer from this problem, it's a big victory that it can be on screen and people can see what's happening, because a lot of people close their eyes and don't want to see. Yes, but the problem was to make the movie without a lot of money, because we didn't have so much money and producers were working alone. French cinema didn't give money for this, so we did it with enthusiasm and a lot of strength and emotional. So that was the most difficult, but we did it because we were very involved. I don't know. I know that here in India there are the same problem, but in a different level. So I just hope that people will feel a universal story and understand that we must move and look at each other differently without apprehension or without, discrimination. Yes. Yes, I did. But Omar looked a lot because his mother is from Africa and. In their culture, they're looking a lot of Bollywood movie, so he's more.
Non, justement, j'étais trop jeune et je me rappelle plus du. Ouais, je me rappelle plus des titres ni des acteurs. Mais pourtant, j'ai dû en voir une vingtaine.
His mother looking always at Bollywood movies at home.
I think it's a global to human. Sort of sentiment, not to be slapped on the road for no fault of yours, right? And I myself am a victim of ethnic cleansing in Kashmir. And human right violation happens in various ways, So I think anyone who's gone through this, any kind of, I would say, disparity, non-inclusiveness, it will ring a bell with them. And the ones who may not have gone through this, it also sensitizes them, because the film is a political drama, but it's sort of very, very, I would say, it's very nuanced. The violator and the person who's violated, you always sort of, you feel bad for all eventually. So more when people watch the film, and I think I think it will resonate with them. Currently, a lot more. It's a burning issue, and this film is not. It's a film which is not made in India and it's made in France.
Yeah.
Every country is going through their own, issues. So just go back to Lennon's song, Imagine, and I think we need to listen to that song. Imagine there's no country.
Okay.
Imagine. So I think globalization itself should mean inclusiveness.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point of globalization, right? So inclusiveness, and when the system should not fail, because there's a trust in the system. And when the system fails, you are, if you address the problem at the tip, it's not going to get solved. You have to go to the seed, and you have to make sure that it does not propagate, that seed does not propagate. So that's important. If you like good cinema, entertaining, engaging, and it'll make you think, and Les Misérables is your film. People who watch hardcore Hindi movies, even if you don't want to read subtitles, you'll understand the film. It's in French with English subtitles, but you will understand the emotion, you'll understand the film. And actors on the right have done a wonderful job, and it was Oscar nominated, Golden Globe nominated, and the jury prize at Cannes, and many more awards, the French awards, César awards, and the most promising actor. So I think there's more to the film once you watch it, and it will change you slightly. Thank you.